Yes, yes. Good morning, all. Today's session is just started. I request Mr. Parikshit Deval to introduce the speaker.
Good morning, friends. Today we have with us Mr. Niraj Bafna, who is a doctor of pharmacy. He has done his healthcare innovation program at Harvard Medical School and Massachusetts Institute of Technology at Boston. He has also worked on artificial intelligence based on home health monitoring devices. He's also worked in pharma industry for a few years. Currently, he's a founder of a startup, EFFIPAC, which is basically a management system for the pills for the senior citizens who want to have the correct dosage. They don't want to miss their dose or they don't want to overdose. For this, he has developed one innovative system, which he is going to explain us today. So I'm sure it's a very exciting session today. So I would request Mr. Niraj Bafna to start his presentation. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for the introduction and inviting me to talk today at Tech Forum. My name is Niraj Bafna. I have completed Doctor of Pharmacy from here in India. So I'll give you a little bit brief about myself first, and then we can dive deep into the product or the entire project we are doing at EFFIPAC. So I completed my graduation in the field of pharmacy from Pune College of Pharmacy in Pune. From there, I started, pursuing this Doctor of Pharmacy post-graduation integrated course, which is UG, PG, and doctorate. So I graduated in 2016. Then I took up a job in Genix Pharmaceuticals in Bombay. I was working in R&D department specifically for the international market. So I was specifically working for Eastern Africa, South America, Latin America. So the work profile over there was to identify the healthcare gaps and see that if these underdeveloped countries like Rwanda and Dominican Republic, Cuba, these small countries are not having those resources to produce and manufacture the medicines which are required for the population over there. So identifying those gaps, creating a project report, and checking with the manufacturers here in India, as we all know that India is known as pharmacy of the world, and collaborating with the manufacturers over here and creating a very specific generic or the finished formulation for those particular countries, and then exporting that, in collaboration with the MOHs over there, MOH as in Ministry of Health of those particular countries. So this was my work. It was pretty interesting work where I could travel to some countries, understand their geography, understand the healthcare gaps and the prevalence of particular diseases over there. So for example, I was working for this country called as Rwanda, which is there in Eastern Africa. It is very close to equator line, right? And because of that, extreme conditions of rainy season, extreme conditions of summers are usually very prevalent over there. And because of rainy season and underdeveloped countries, contamination, not so hygienic locality, community is very, very poor, malaria is quite prevalent, right? So we created a project and we collaborated with the Ministry of Health over there, and we produced all the medicines which are required for the malaria, right from pediatric, for the pediatric population, for geriatric, for the adults, and then we exported it. So with this, I also understood that, okay, there is a huge amount of gap in the Indian context as well. And I wanted to study more about how we can leverage the possible use of technology and solve particular problems in India, right? So my this will and this passion led me to apply for this course at Harvard Medical School. This is particularly for healthcare innovation. They select 40 candidates every year, coming from diverse backgrounds, from diverse countries, to study about how do we identify gaps in your locality, in your community, in the field of healthcare, and develop frugal innovation, not so very high-tech innovation, but frugal innovation, which are easy to diffuse, whether in the social form or in commercial form. Right. So this is what I learned over there, and it was very intense course. I can say that that particular course helped me to, change the entire mindset I have developed until now. And that's where the journey of, EFFIPAC started. This started as an academic project wherein I started researching about the problems people are facing while consuming the medicines, because that was like my core area during my academic time, right? uh, Medication therapy management, prescription monitoring, drug interaction review, drug evaluation, consumption evaluation. All of these were my core topics during my doctorate program. And that's where I thought that, okay, I need to understand more about the consumer side. This was all about research. And then we started doing PMR, that is primary market research. We understood that, okay, 95% of medication errors which are happening at home, outside hospital, are not documented. And since it is not documented, it is not published anywhere. And that's why people feel that, okay, there are no errors happening, right? And that's where we felt that, okay, lot of awareness and education is going to require to fill up this gap. And then there onwards, we'll also have to create a solution to solve this particular problem, right? So that's where the journey started. I had a brief entrepreneurial experience during my college days. I had founded a non-profit organization which was in the field of education, wherein we created a platform where students can enroll themselves, and it could be they can just come on the platform. It could be under one umbrella. They can study about the future trends happening in the pharmaceutical world, the current trends happening. We help people to enable the internship, students exchange program. We used to conduct a lot of healthcare campaigns. So that's where the idea came in my mind that, hey, I want to pursue innovation and then commercialize or diffuse that innovation in the commercial form using the entrepreneurial route. That's where I thought that, okay, I need to go back to India and be on the field, study more about the market, and then from there onward start the journey. So in the mid of lockdown, from between first and second lockdown, I came back to India. I applied for National Innovation Fellowship, which was offered by Nidhi under DST, that is Department of Science and Technology. I secured a National Innovation Fellowship. So I used to get 50,000 rupees per month for 12 months and 5 lakh rupees upfront grant to actually do the PMR and do the desk research that, okay, do you really want to go and develop a product for this particular problem, right? So that's how I came back to India. So this is like a brief background about me. Now I would want to, talk to you more about the product we are working on and the entire startup journey now. So I'll share my screen and I'll walk you through the presentation as well. And then at the end of it, we can also take some questions, right? So yeah, so the concept we are working on, or we have already developed, a working prototype or a working product. We call it as multi-dose adherence packaging. So this is for basically chronic patients who are consuming multiple medicines on daily basis. The problem is very simple. We see, in every house, we see at least there is one person who is consuming multiple medicines. Either that person is having chronic condition or multiple chronic conditions, right? And that particular person is facing certain difficulty or complexity while managing the medicines on day-to-day basis. If we cut this problem statement down, there are 5 sub problems I can identify and I can see is, first is forgetting medicines, misplacing the medicines. There are handling and sorting issues while consuming the medicines. there is a huge confusion about how to take, when to take, and what to take about the medicines. You always have to keep the prescription in front of you and see, oh, okay, this is in the morning, this is in the afternoon, this is in the evening. So this pattern of prescription is very diverse, very dynamic, and because of that, we always need reference in front of us. And that's why the confusion about taking the medicines, and while getting confused, you also do irrational consumption, as in you take the wrong medicine, or you take the right medicine at wrong time, or you take the medicines too often or too less. So many factors when it comes to, ideally managing your prescription. So that's where we thought that, okay, we would want to work on this particular problem. And so we started our preliminary work on developing proof of concept. What we identified is, so initially we started with having a automated dispensing device where it could be connected through IoT, through your mobile app, and it could dispense the medicines as per given time in the prescription automatically. But during the prototyping stage, what we realized is that, do people really need this particular solution? It is going to cost around 10-15,000 rupees for them, one-time cost to buy this particular device. Do they really need it? Can they afford? And even if they afford, will they be able to utilize this to the optimum level? The answer was no. Then we again started to understand what does user actually need, and the one statement which came to us in front of us is that they want easy and holistic approach to solve this problem. And that's where we came up with the solution. Our solution is named as EFFIPAC. It itself says efficient packaging. We have played around with the packaging of the medicine. What we actually do in this particular solution is that we organize medicines as per dosage into individual pouches, and we pre-fill the medicines into those individual pouches, and those medicines are then delivered. That box is particularly delivered to your doorstep. So entire medicine handling experience has been redesigned. If you cut it down and want to understand this in more easier way, there are 3 simple value propositions we do. Our solution is simple, wherein we organize your medicines for you in personalized package. If you see, this is one pouch having name of the medicines, day, date, and time, a pictogram to denote the time, direction to use the medicines, after food, before food, name of the patients. All the medicines of that particular time are packed in this one small pouch. We also say that our solution is easy to use because the labeling is so clear, it is so nicely done that it gives you clear indication or clear reminders that what are you supposed to take, when are you supposed to take, and how are you supposed to take. Given that we are not using any mobile communication in this all the communication is done through using this small pouches, and we deliver this entire pouches are in strip form. The strip is rolled and put up into these boxes on the right hand side, if you can see red color box, and we call this as dispenser box, wherein all these pouches are dispensed or plucked out of this box, which is delivered to your doorstep. So it is more like a convenient solution for the patients. How do we do this? So this is what we do. Earlier I spoke about why I started working on this. This is what we do, and this is how we do it. This is the assembly line we have created to do this adherence pouch packaging. This is a proprietary system which is also licensed by FDA. It is a semi-automated system wherein we use multiple equipments to actually sort and organize your medicines according to day, date, and time. We are also using vision inspection system, wherein it has some machine learning algorithms. We are also trying to create drug library through which we also want to do verification and validation of the medicines which are coming to a pharmacy, not now, but in future. So if you see this particular system, there are 4 stages. First is the software. Everything is in-house developed, made in India. This is on besides this PC, if you can see, this is vision inspection system wherein we scan and verify each medicine which comes to us. There are two trays which help us to sort the medicines according to date and time. We use visual indicators to actually sort the medicines according to the dosage. And there is a packaging machine which is custom built, which is not very innovative, which can be made available off the shelf using some customization. But our core USP lies in the process, how we actually pack the medicine and handle the medicine during the packaging, right? So current status, we actually did a pilot on around 1,000 prescription at the hospital home care organization. You can see, a pharmacist describing about EFFIPAC and counseling the patients while the patient was getting discharged. These are some pictures of EFFIPAC boxes while getting delivered. We have shipped around, so we are very early in our business right now. If you can call us as pre-revenue startup. We have shipped around 200 to 300 prescriptions in last couple of months. I can say 3 months closely. And recently, so we have been in talks with a large hospital in Pune, Deenanath Mangeshkar Hospital, for quite a bit of time. And recently we have collaborated officially with them. We are putting up a unit over there for their patients dedicatedly. So novelty we have in terms of IP, we have filed a provisional patent application on system and method of filling drugs into individual pouches. We have got a copyright on packaging and the icons which we have developed using the design consultants. And we have trademarks filed for the EFFIPAC logo, the tagline in various classes, almost like 3 classes. We have also got the registered a certificate for trademark and copyright. The market size is huge. If you see in India, only considering geriatric population, elderly population, we have almost 120 million. That is close to 12 crore people, residing in India. So this is as per WHO guideline, which was published in 2015. So we are expecting to have close to 150 by the end of 2025 elderly population. If you see, 41% of people are consuming more than 5 medicines per day. That is close to 5 CR people at this current position. And that's a huge market to address because if you see the multiple chronic condition market, 61% elderly people are having multiple chronic conditions. MCC is directly, considered to polypharmacy. Polypharmacy is basically multiple medicines, more than 4 medicines patients consuming on daily basis. So 61% people out of, let's say, 5 CR are consuming more than 5 medicines on a daily basis, which means that there is a problem, there is a market. That's what we have identified. And also nowadays, chronic condition is becoming very prevalent. We can see, adults from the range of 20 to up to 50 having diabetes, hypertension. A lot of people are now going into depression. So even they are getting on multiple pills on daily basis. Why there is need to solve this particular problem is drug non-adherence. The 2 consequences of not taking the medicines in right time or right way. First consequence is non-compliance, non-adherence, and second is medication errors. And this leads to deterioration of your disease or the condition in your body over the period of time, also increasing the healthcare burden, economic burden on the personal level. If you see on a larger basis, that increases the economic burden on the hospitals, communities, cities, and then the entire country, right? So grassroots level, if we solve this problem in the individual house on a personal level, we would be able to overcome this national problem of drug non-adherence. And that's why we are very keen on working on this. Competitor landscape, we have, recently identified that we have one direct competitor who is working in similar field. from Bangalore. The only difference is that we have developed indigenous technology here in India, and they have, repurposed the Korean technology and Chinese technology and brought that into India. The difference between the competitors and us is, I'll try to show you this particular chart. Usually what happens is people will, when we go and talk to the people like pharmacists, nurses, they are like, ये तो होता ही है ना, पिल बॉक्स जो अपना कंपार्टमेंट वाला प्लास्टिक का बॉक्स रहता है, मंडे ट्यूसडे वेडनेसडे लिखा होता है, वो भी तो सेम काम करता है. But the what difference in that and EFFIPAC is, in pill box you have to deblister the medicines, as in you have to remove medicines from this blister form and put only open pills into the pill box. Otherwise, the size of the compartment is so small that you cannot fit the medicines along with the blister. So you have to deblister. In EFFIPAC, we do not deblister. We retain the manufacturer's packaging. So we are not hampering the potency of the physical and the chemical property of the medicine. Smaller compartment does not help you to accommodate all the medicines in one particular compartment, so it makes difficult for the patients to actually sort the medicines into pill box. We can accommodate almost up to 12 pills into one single pouch, right? The size of the pouch is not more than 80 mm by 70 mm, so it's like very small pouch which can be fit into your pocket as well. Just to note down, this is one technical term, SALA drugs, that we also call this as sound alike and look alike drugs. Most of the times you get confused that if the same medicine, different medicine with same packaging, a lot of time that happens, and then you tend to consume wrong medicine at wrong time. That confusion is totally eradicated using EFFIPAC and our system. So there is no question of having confusion or doing the errors. In pill box, certain complex prescriptions cannot be handled. Like if there is certain medicine you're supposed to consume on alternate days, once a week, once a month. Some medicines are twice a week. Some medicines you have to consume in a dose tapering form. Like today you're consuming 40 mg, tomorrow you have to consume 32, then 24, 16, 8. This is how the doctor prescribed, mostly for mostly for the vulnerable type of patients, like who are on nephrologic condition or there is kidney dysfunction. For those people, there are this type of medicines, and that all can be handled by using EFFIPAC. What value we propose is in three form. First is safety and accuracy. Second, ease and convenience, and third is absolute user experience. From the maximum time, if I can think, there is no innovation happening in the form of dispensing of drugs in India. एक medical store होता है, medicine prescription एक patients लेके आते हैं. What the pharmacist does is remove the medicines from their dispensing unit, put it in a brown color pouch, write it down, hi sakar, hi dupar, hi sandhyakar, and give it to the patient. Then what happens after that? Who take care of the experience after the patient is going at home, right? And that's where our role comes into the picture, right? And that's where we say that we are giving personalized service and user experience. We did customer feedback wherein we asked patients, we did it almost like on 110 patients, and we asked certain questions to them. So we asked about, is it helpful to track the medication consumption? People are saying, 93% of people are saying, yeah, it is very easy to track the consumption of the medicine. We asked them that, is it easy and convenient to manage your medicines using this particular concept? Almost like 80-85% people are telling. 60 people told us, so that's almost like 80-85% people are telling that yeah, we agree, and we strongly agree that we would want to use this for ease and convenience. We also spoke to nurses, doctors, and even they feel that okay, this particular concept is going to reduce down the medication errors at home, should be implemented in the hospital, and this will improvise the adherence packaging for the patients. The business model we are working on right now is B2B, wherein we are collaborating with the hospitals, we are collaborating with the online pharmacies, corporate organizations, government agencies, and we are providing this service to their patients. And that's how we collaborated with Deena Mangeshkar. We recently happened to collaborate with Sayadri Kothur branch as well. And we have multiple collaborations with home healthcare organizations in Pune. Revenue model, we are right now still at very early stage, so we are exploring what is the right revenue model for us. But right now we are working on two models, that is pay per month and subscription model. Subscription as in people can pay for annual on annual subscription, and they can get this service of customized packaging, daily time dose reminders, and doorstep deliveries. And pay per month is that you just pay for 1 month and get this service from us. Funds I received so far is from Nidhi EIR. I got a EIR fellowship as well from Venture Center in NCL Innovation Park. I got a Nidhi Prayas grant from IIT Mandi. Both were under DST, Government of India. Right now, I am an individual founder. I have great bunch of advisors, ranging from medical field, engineering field, pharmacy field. Right now, the team composition is we have operation managers, pharmacists, and we have outsourced our technology support. The plan for next 3 to 5 years, though, so initial plan is to at least have 3,000 to 5,000 customers onboarded and provide this service to them. So we are starting from Pune. Along with that, we also want to work on the product more. So right now we are at a semi-automated version. We want to go towards the vision is to go towards a fully automated system wherein we work on foolproof okay with the increased speed for dispensing of the pouches. Right now the plan is to collaborate and do as much as tie-up and build the reach and the network and the visibility, because like I said, it's a new concept. People are not ready to actually change the way they are consuming medicines. Then in the second phase, we want to decentralize our working plan. We want to put up units in the big hospitals, pharmacy chains. We want to add departments in our company like patient support, design, medical writing, so as people understand more about drug adherence. And then we want to, overall, the vision of the company is that we want to get into smart packaging. So right now we are working on oral preparations. We want to get into smart bottles, smart syringes, smart drops, all of which can help patients to improvise the user experience, reduce down the errors, and increase the medication adherence so as to have proper efficacy of the drug therapy which has been prescribed to the patients. So right now I'm looking forward to raise 1.5 crore in terms of funds, which is going to specifically be utilized for team building, product optimization, and then business development as well. So these are some pictures for you to actually understand how the product looks like, some prototyping images, during our prototyping space. This was very overwhelming time for me because I am from healthcare background, and the work I'm doing right now has a lot of tech influence in it, right? So collaboration with people, understanding how do we develop this tech, all of this was really overwhelming. I enjoyed the process of development of the system. This was during a prototyping stage, some planning going on. And yeah, so this is what we are doing. Thank you so much for being patient and listening to me. I am very happy to take your questions as well.
Dr. Niraj Bafna, thank you very much for excellent presentation. I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
Yes, you are audible. Yes.
And I really wants to give a thanks to Dr. Bafna, because he has directly connected to the Indian mindset about medications. This is a purely Indian manufacturer, made in India solution, made by Indian, with a huge background study worldwide in various countries. And this is the most interesting part of this. Another thing I observed in this today's presentation, that this module is a support to accuracy in health recovery process, which is required nations, which is required state-wise, and which is required locally and individually also. Because if I follow the process and support provided by your systems, my health may be recovered 20%, 50% earlier than what I'm having a length of my recovery stage. This is also helping to the reduce the stress level in the market, my daily life. So I found various social impact as well as individual impact being today's presentations. And I really thanks to hearing all these things from really great person's mouth. Now we can on the question answer sessions, and let me ask first question.
Sure.
My name is Anil Chaitanya. I'm a founder member of Tech Forum, and when I hear all these things, I found this is really required. Whether it is accept or no accept, individually, it is required for nation. And in Indian mindset, when I look for personally, I am concerned with my individual amount I'm spending for additional amount I'm spending for accepting these services. So that could be maybe 10 paisa, 1 paisa, or additional 1 rupee or something. If you have worked on this and put up light in this area, will be very good to understand what is value addition in the term of cost to my medication expenses. Second thing, I have a suggestion here, considering Indian mindset.
Sure.
This I have no choice and no options when it is provided to me by hospitals.
Yes.
But there is another big segment is available, which may not be thought ever before, which is a corporate. And these figures, what you have explained, that is a 61% and 26% is working in the corporates. So all corporates, this person, if identified by HR from corporates and started providing services through you, whenever they are in corporate, the money is provided by the company for making them unhealthy, not by individuals. So here Indian mindset has a different approach. And I accept everything if my corporate provided me as a part of my service. That is what is Indian mindset. This is what is my analysis. And once again, thank you very much for allowing me to present my questions in my mind. Kindly continue. Thank you, sir.
Sure. So I'd like to address your first question about the cost added to the current medicine expenses, monthly expenses, right? So right now we charge 300 rupees for a month, wherein if the patient is consuming 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, evening, if there are 3 pouches or 3 dosages, so it will cost around, let's say, 3 rupees per pouch for a patient to consume in this particular form.
Okay, great.
Simple as that, yeah.
Okay, great.
So if you have to cut it down and make it more simple, म्हणजे थोडं डायजेस्ट करायला जर सोपं करायचं असेल तर 10 रुपये दिवसाला लागणार, म्हणजे 300 रुपये महिन्याला लागणार असं.
ही कॉस्ट काहीच नाहीये रिअली. म्हणजे आय एम हॅपी टू हिअर दॅट. व्हॅल्यू ॲडेड कॉस्ट खरंच काही नाहीये, ऍब्सोल्युटली झिरो आहे. फक्त ह्याचा अवेअरनेस क्रिएट करण्याची गरज आहे.
येस,
शुअर करूया. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन प्लीज. Please introduce yourself before asking question and continue to the question.
So Anilji, I would just like to add that I have seen his setup and the way he's doing it. It's really efficient. He's sorting medicines. He has done some IP on that also, how he sorts the medicine and how it is packed. I wish he would have shown that machine, that how it is done. But
yeah, so
it's really nice.
I have a video, if I can play that.
Yeah, please do that.
It's a 2-minute video.
Yeah.
I think if those all have joined later on in this 2 minute, they'll actually understand everything about the product. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Audible as well? Hi, I'm Dr. Niraj Bafna. Is it audible as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Please
Yes.
make it full screen if possible.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Hi, I'm Dr. Niraj Bafna. I'm the co-founder of RxCo Private Limited. How many of you have seen your parents or grandparents struggling with managing the multiple medicines on daily basis? The answer may be yes. Being a clinical pharmacist, I've seen tens of hundreds of patients not only in the hospital but at home struggling in managing the medicines, handling the medicines and sorting the medicines on daily basis. And that's where the idea of EFFIPAC was born. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are out for work or you're not staying in the same town or same city. Now you're always worried about your parents or your family members who are on multiple pills or multiple medicines which they are supposed to take on daily basis. The problems they face is misplacing the medicines, taking the wrong medicines on wrong time, forgetting the medicines. All of this leads to a lot of chaos at home, right? EFFIPAC will help you sort and organize all your medicines according to day, date and time written as per the prescription. This will help you to take all the medicines in the most easy and convenient way. Now, how do we do this? We use technological equipments to sort your medicines according to prescription. First, we use vision inspection system wherein we scan and verify all your medicines. We use logical mechanism to sort and organize your medicines as per the dosage. We have an automated machine which does printing, labeling and packing of all your medicines into the pouches. Ultimately, I would like to tell you that it's high time that we need a better solution for a better experience while consuming the medicines. And EFFIPAC is here to give you one of a kind of experience. With EFFIPAC, managing your medicines is going to be safe and accurate.
Oh, great. Thank you. Miss Reshma Pawar is there who raised the hand.
Yes.
I would like to continue.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself and ask the question.
Yes. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please.
Okay, great. Myself, Reshma Pawar, founder of Intellect. We are into education stream. It was wonderful presentation, Niraj ji. And I have a quick question. So this idea can be implemented for the, as seen from the video as well, for the patients, old age patients maybe who have regular medication for months or years, I think. My question is like for sometimes for kids, we go to clinic and get some medication for fever, cold, flu, which is periodic medication. So for that also, can we use this system? That's my first question. And the next question is, sometimes the doses keeps on changing. Like even if we get the order for a month, after 15 days, maybe due to some or the other reason, we need to increase the dose after visit to doctor. So in that case, how it will be accommodated, or is it possible to return the order and get it again like modified? That's my second question. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So I'll take your first question about acute conditions, like if you have a viral fever and multiple medicines are prescribed to you, then how do you can we use that? we actually can use that, but that's not our target market. So if there is anyone who would want to have this particular solution for their acute medicine condition medicines, we are very happy to do that. But this is ideally meant and made for chronic condition patients, because what happens in acute condition is that doctor will prescribe you an antibiotic. After 2 or 3 days, you become resistant to that antibiotic. Then you have to change the medicines. Sometimes the doctor will add certain medicines after, a 7-day follow-up, something like that. So in that case, this is not very ideal for acute patients. And the problem lies when you are consuming multiple medicines for years together. If you have to consume medicines for 7 days, 10 days, you will be very sure that if I am not taking the medicines properly, I'll not get, healthy once again. And I would not go back to my college or office or go back to work. So you will always be very adherent to take the medicines, at least for first few days, right? And then slowly, once you start feeling better, then you will start avoiding taking the dosages. That's not ideally recommended. But for acute conditions, we are not really actually targeting or marketing for them. The solution can be repurposed and used for patients like us, healthy people who are getting viral fever and not. But we are actually prescribed with 2 or 3, maximum up to 4 or 5 medicines, right? And those are for 5 days, 7 day long. So we don't really actually market for them. Second question, dose changing. What we actually do for critical patients who tend to happen to go for regular visits to doctors, and एकदा काय डॉक्टर कडे आपण गेलो तर डॉक्टर अगदी 2 किंवा 3 गोळ्या औषध वर खाली करतातच, because even they have their business going, they want to promote the new brand which is coming to them and all of that, right? So what we recommend to patients is that let us change the cycle of महिन्याच्या औषध किंवा monthly cycle. Let us go back to fortnightly cycle. We only recommend patients to do fortnightly packing of this medicine. So buy only for 15 days, pack it for 15 days, right? Next 15 days, you don't have to worry. A reminder from our company would come to your phone or your WhatsApp that, hey, this is your 13th day. तुमचे औषध 2 दिवसात संपणार आहे. Do you want to refill the medicines? If you say, no, I have a doctor visit, I think that my medicines are going to change, then we wait on for 2-3 days and then we pack for the new prescription. If you say, no, my medicines are same, similar medicines, similar packaging will be delivered back to you on the 15th day, wherein you can start with the next cycle.
Okay, great. That answered my questions. Thank you.
In this, what happens is sorry, just to add on this second point, that you also save certain amount. So what happens is, imagine you're consuming medicines for, when I say you, I consider myself, sorry. So I don't want anyone to become a patient. So when, let's say, if I am consuming a prescription medicines for month, if I'm investing 4,000 rupees every month for buying the medicines, so I'm putting up my 4,000 rupees, and now my 4,000 rupees are in my medicine dabba, medicine box for entire month until I consume the last pill. The money is kept in that medicine box. So what we recommend is that let us have efficient spending of money as well. Why do you want to invest 4,000 in one go? You can invest 2,000 for first 15 days and then utilize those 2,000 rupees for other purposes of your daily lifestyle, and other 2,000 you can invest in the second cycle of the month, of the second fortnight of the month, right? So that becomes like an efficient spending for the patients as well.
Okay, great. One more quick question. So this shipping of the medicines or the packets is done locally, for example, like Pune people, it will be shipped from Pune center, and do you serve outside Pune as well?
We do serve outside Pune also. We have patients, from Delhi, Bihar, UP as well. But we ship from Pune. So procurement of medicines, packing of medicines will happen in Pune, and we deliver it doorstep wherever you say across India.
Yeah, so sometimes that the medicines handling or the temperature it needs to be kept. काही औषध ही थंड वातावरणातच ठेवणं अपेक्षित असतं. So all the things do you take care of while shipping across the
Yes,
country.
yes, absolutely. आम्ही जे 2 to 8 डिग्री सेल्सिअस मध्ये जे औषधं ठेवायला लागतात तशा फॉर्म मध्ये पॅकिंग होते आणि तशाच लॉजिस्टिक कंपनी बरोबर आम्ही टाईप करून ते तसे पाठवतो.
Okay, great. I think this is a really great idea. Along with this, maybe just a suggestion, you may put some reminder of time. म्हणजे सकाळी 8 ला, दुपारी 1:30 ला, रात्री 8 वाजता घ्यावं असं काहीतरी तुम्ही ऍप थ्रू कनेक्ट केलं तर it will again help. That's just a suggestion. Sometimes everything is ready on the table, but people tend to forget again, like opening that packet and having that medicine. So yeah, just a suggestion.
Great point. Thank you so much. We are actually in the process of developing our app as well.
Great.
त्याच्यामध्ये काय होईल त्या ऍपच्या थ्रू तुम्हाला आता काय होतंय, people send us prescription via WhatsApp, they'll email us at the hospital, they'll just give us a hard copy. The reason behind developing app is there are two specific goals. First is customer journey. म्हणजे जर मी आता बसलोय आणि if I find this EFFIPAC somewhere on Facebook or some Google ad, or maybe I'm attending this tech forum and I want to send the prescription, what I can do is just open the app, upload the prescription, and from there your journey starts with us. Second, this is first goal, customer journey, simplifying the customer journey. Second goal is like you said, providing reminder. So we are creating a dose reminder system. We call it as DRS, wherein every person can personalize their reminders. Let's say if certain patients have to consume 6 times a day, so they can get 6 notifications in a day. Certain people want to consume 3 times a day, they can do 3 times a day. So we are also actually working on this DRS system. But thank you so much for giving this suggestion. Now it becomes more we become more confident to have this in place, right?
Yeah, thank you so much for answering all the questions. I'm done.
Sir, तुम्ही म्यूट वर आहात.
Thank you for excellent questions and really good explanation. I request next question, if any. Till the time someone asks, I request you to just explain simple steps to get medicines from you, what I have to do or what any common man has to do to get these services from you.
So there's a WhatsApp number which has been circulated. I have also put up on the WhatsApp chat. You just have to send hi on this WhatsApp number. A person from our side will get back to you asking for your prescription. Once you send us the prescription, we'll ask you how many days medicines do you want and when do you want it. So usually our turnaround time is, once you send the prescription, we deliver the medicines along with the packaging within 24 hours, right? Once you send us the prescription, we'll procure the medicines, pack the medicines, deliver it to you. For the medicines, we give 10% discount and we deliver it at your doorstep at free of cost. Once you get the medicines at your doorstep, you can make the payment using the payment link, which is forwarded to you on your WhatsApp. As simple as that.
Oh, good. Friends, we have a little time available. If any questions, we can go further. Mr. Rabdeji, are you there? Mr. Vilas Rabde is our honorable Tech Forum founder member. He is busy in another program today, so he was. Otherwise, we all would have been experience his activities. Exciting participation in every program.
Okay.
Mr. Rabde, are you audible? Are we audible? Are you there?
Yes, I'm very much there. Thank you very much for wonderful presentation. I was listening, was busy in something else, but it is a very new concept and much needed by the senior citizens. Thank you very much for this wonderful session today. Sorry, I could not attend fully. Over to Anil.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Vilaji. Friends, we are at the end of the session. If anyone has any questions, we have.
Niraj, Anil, I just want to ask him one question based on the earlier madam's question that cold storage medicines she asked, but your system is not able to deliver the cold medicines, right? It is only at the room temperature.
Correct. So it is, so usually all the oral pills which are there, which are at the room temperature. And if you see that there is a specific note which is written on the packaging that store below 30 degrees Celsius. Usually when the courier happens, it is below 30 degree. But what happens is that sometimes along with this, the patient will ask ki आमचे insulinचं injection पण पाठवाल का त्याच्याबरोबर? Or for nephrology patients, they'll ask for dialysis injection, right? And that is supposed to be sent in the cold storage in the form of 2 to 8 degree. In between of this, the temperature should be maintained. So for that, then we, pack it using ice coolant into the thermocol box, and then we send it across via cold storage packaging. And that is a bit expensive, but there are very rare cases who ask this question, but we have that service available.
And also one more thing, I think you haven't mentioned that the pills that you're giving are not open pills. They are with the pouch.
Correct, correct. Yes. So just to show you an example. So we pack the medicines in this form. I don't know if this is visible.
Just take it closer towards you. Yeah, now it is visible.
In this form, we retain the manufacturer's packaging, wherein you can see the packaging of the medicine as well. So a lot of times काय होतं की we remember the medicine by the color of the strip, right? माझी हिरवी गोळी सकाळची, दुपारची, पिवळी गोळी, and in that form. So if you see, this is the way we pack. The front side is the label, and the lateral side we have kept it transparent so that it becomes more visible for you to see तुमच्या गोळ्या औषधं किती आहेत आणि किती पॅक झालेले आहेत. With the original packaging retained, we are not opening the original packaging. So you have to be well assured that तुमच्या medicines ची potency किंवा property, जे chemical किंवा physical property जे सांगतो आपण, are highly retained. We are not hampering that.
Great. Thanks.
May I ask a quick question?
Yes, please. Yes,
yeah, I have texted in the message box. So what about the syrups, which needs to be taken in 5 ml, 10 ml like that? And the another question is, if in case someone needs to take the dose for a day, and maybe he has managed to take it, he's traveling or at some other place, and then he needs to utilize that dose later at the end of the month. So how we will get to see the expiry? Because since you are cutting the packet, म्हणजे जनरली घरी आपण एक्सपायरी वाला पार्ट मी जनरली ठेवते आणि बाकी गोळ्या आम्ही आपण वापरतो. तर या केसमध्ये गोळ्या तुम्ही वेगवेगळ्या कट करत आहात, तर मग एक्सपायरी डेट त्या गोळीची जे माझं राहिलंय पॅकेट ते कसं मला कळेल की नंतर मी वापरू नाही वापरू ते थोडंसं.
सो युजली काय होतं, आम्ही 15 दिवसाचंच पॅकिंग करतो. एक्सपायरी शेल्फ लाईफ, मेडिसिनची शेल्फ लाईफ असते अशी 1 वर्ष 1.5 वर्षाची असते. 15 दिवसात ते शक्यता एक्सपायर्ड मेडिसिन एक्सपायर होण्याची शक्यता फार कमी असते. दिस इज फर्स्ट पॉइंट. सेकंड इज दॅट वी प्रोव्हाइड पॅकिंग स्लिप वेन वी डिलिव्हर द मेडिसिन्स इन द पाउचेस फॉर्म. तुम्हाला एक इनव्हॉइस सारखी एक पॅकिंग स्लिप येते, त्याच्यावरती मेडिसिन कट केले जरी असेल तरी कुठली मेडिसिन आपल्याकडे आली, त्याचा बॅच नंबर, एक्सपायरी डेट, मॅन्युफॅक्चरर्स नेम, नेम ऑफ द मेडिसिन, किती क्वांटिटी मध्ये आली, हा पूर्ण तुम्हाला बेसिकली पॅकिंग रिपोर्ट मिळतो. अँड बेस्ड ऑन दॅट यू कॅन आयडेंटिफाय की तुमचे मेडिसिन्स एक्सपायर्ड आहेत का नाही आहेत. राईट नाव वी गिव्ह इट इन फिजिकल कॉपी, but later on when we have our app, you can also find it on the app itself. There's another option what we are trying to explore at this point of time is that we are planning to print the expiry date on the each pouch of the medicine itself. So let's say on pouch number 1 there are 3 medicines, tablet A, B, C. प्रत्येकाच्या पुढे त्याची expiry date bracket मध्ये लिहिलं जाईल. I think that is going to be the ideal solution for you considering this question.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let us conclude the program today. It is almost 10:57. We are very close to the closer.
So
to
I
the-
would like to take a minute just to.
Yeah, please, please.
So I would just want to take this time to appreciate and give thank you to Mr. Parikshit sir. I got in touch with him through a common reference. And it's been almost 2 months, 2 or 3 months we have been in touch, and we talk very regularly. It's not that I mean, I have to call him. It's that he will call me that Niraj, you should do this. Particularly for this tech forum also, he called me one day that would you be interested to talk at our tech forum, which happens on every Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I was very happy. So a big shout out and a big thank you to Parikshit sir for being amazing mentor, and I hope to continue this relationship for the longest period of time.
Thank you,
so much.
Niraj, for your kind words. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. I always encourage new projects and new developments, so it's really my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you all. And now I declare that program is over and concluded. Once again, thanks for everyone who is participating. Thanks for Parikshit Devalji to introduce this great speaker. Thanks to Dr. Niraj Bafna and everyone. I declare that session is over. And now,
Should I click on stop recording?
yes.
Okay.